Hey guys, this is Ataribot and campaign mode is here. I did try to take Thanos' card, but I found out the mode I was trying to play, they don't allow the lasers in the animal smashing. So we are taking the Tesla, and the Tesla blade will serve us well, I think. We're trying this on bronze first because never did this. You know, this is my first match. Why did I take a Tesla out on it? I don't know. My first choice would have been the lasers, but you know, not bad, not bad. And this is easy mode. This is basically, I'm just getting out to see what these campaigns are. I realize, you know, the easy modes are easy, okay? You know these people. Don't worry, I'm going to show you the more difficult mode. I'm even going to do a diamond at the end. Stick around to the end, people. I will do a diamond. For now, we're going to do these bronze ones just to show you completed run through. We're going to do the animal smash up, and I'm going to do the unmasking one. I know I don't get names right for things. And he dies in just like real life. Thought I had a pretty good turn to test with me. Not really the drone, it's not really the one. Like the wings on the back. Like this is the robot I believe I call Toucher. I know. The names I come up with. What else? Every touching robot. I like to touch the ducks. I am a duck toucher. Can I pet the duck? Oh, I just want to pet you. Can I pet you? Aww. Blew up the chick. Pretty fun. I think what's neat about this mode is that it not only teaches you a little bit about, it's not only is it target practice, because yes, they're bots, okay, they know this, but it is still challenging to some degree, because in harder modes, you know, you have to overcome. Sometimes you can't, you know, you can't get hit, but you know, once or twice, depending on your build. But in the more difficult modes, it is much more challenging. Don't dismiss this. This is just having fun, really. It is fun. Currently, I don't think there's much of anything, if anything, as far as rewards go on this. You know, you'll get some robots and whatnot. This is more of a fun thing right now. Something freejam's trying out, but looking at keeping. So make sure you give them feedback. Is what I'm trying to get to. They have forums available. I love it when you leave comments on my video. That's great and all. Well, here's our next wave. But really, you need to go to those forums if you really want to get input on this, and they actually listen to you. So stop. You know, if they don't mind you complaining, you know, just do it on the forums. Do it on the forums, because they will actually try to fix things, do things. You guys are figuring out. Seems like it's getting interesting though. The game's been getting interesting. They've been taking some new approaches on things, so it's just, you know, we're going after the sharks. Sniper animals. Yeah, those shots are more powerful. This will not be going so well. But actually, I built this bot as to be a little more tankier than the square builds. Whatever. It doesn't handle as well. I could take a shot, you know? Which actually matters more when you're playing against other players. So let's see what this fourth wave is. What have we got? Good bees. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. There's so many. 20 bees off. They're everywhere. Holy moly, they cannot hit nothing. It might also be a thing with bronze too. I think in the more difficult they aim better. I don't know exactly how the AI. I haven't played this enough yet. But what I'm playing so far, I am enjoying quite a bit. Don't know what happened. I got stuck right here too for a second. Don't know what that was. Might have been on my end. Never mean my computer perfect. That's what everybody says. I don't think it's computer, I think it's internet service provider. So yeah, enemy no longer sees through invis. Or they AI anyway. So now when you hit your cloak, they don't shoot you. I wish you could sneak up behind them. You know you're there. I do not turn on the dawn. Nope, there's other Tesla builds that do. I'm happy with this one. That's what I needed to do. Most of the time, it's pretty controllable. That's another thing. I need something I can control that I, don't feel like it goes haywire and out of control. Like, this is the only thing I go nuts with, is not turning. Yay! We got him! Oh, wow. 3 enemies remaining. Ataribot swoops in. And he misses. It's like an exciting golf match with me. Sometimes my voice drops down and I get quiet. I don't know. Arnold Palmer lines up for the putt. And Tiger Woods sneaks up from behind him with a Tesla plate and whacks the crap out of him. Oh my gosh. I don't know anything about golf, actually. But I get that, sometimes I get where I'm in that soft-spoken. Uh-oh. Oh, it is the mega battle. Sometimes I get soft-spoken and you can't understand me so much. And I apologize for that. I don't mean to get so quiet sometimes. I just do that naturally. I don't understand why. It's because sometimes loud sounds annoying. I don't know. Look at the ostrich. Complete with anatomical organs. Look at that. Good esophagus and everything. My goodness. That's amazing. He still has a gut. Oh. Get that gut off. Oh, look at that. Let's just get that leg off of him. Yay. That was so hard. But like I said, it's on bronze, and it does appear to scale. You know, if you try different difficulties, it does get more difficult. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys have found. I think part of what's interesting is, yeah, you can do little crappy drone builds like this and do what I'm about to do right here. But how well could you do it? And could I take this into a diamond match? I don't know. But the next match we're going to do, they don't allow anything above rare parts. So we have this brawl drone I had made for some low CPU brawl thing quite a while back. Anyway, I really liked it, and I'm really happy with it. Maybe I'll re-upload it for you guys. But it works by tapping the space bar, and as you do, you kind of drift forward at the same time. You have to learn how to control this type of drone. It's not for the inexperienced, as many other drone pilots will tell you. People build their drones differently because they lean towards how much float they want and this much and this and that. But anyway, you'll see how I do this. My idea is, at this point, this was not my first match. I had just figured out that staying away from those shotguns is a good idea. And I tried this on, I did go into some more difficult settings earlier on this. And those matches didn't last very long. Those bots weren't very well suited. I'll show some outtakes at the end of this video. But this is the way to do it. Just get away from those shotguns. Just stand way back. Pop them with these little plasmas. It's the way to go. It's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, I think this really is the best way to beat this mode. But now some people are saying, oh man, why are people just looking for the cheesiest, easiest robot to beat a mode with? It's because, yeah, the challenge will be, can you do a mode without getting hit? Can you cheat the system? That's what, can you outbuild it? Can you outsmart it through what you build? And that's an aspect of this game that people, you know, one person doing a good job building something ingenious to beat the AI or something is another person's exploit. But this is a game about building. So, but I hope it's seen that way, you know? And it's not seen like, oh, we need to nerf this or that, or we need to change this and that, you know? But on the flip side is that, you know, as people will build a robot for this new mode that we have, will there be a ton of those in the factory? Like, okay, this is the campaign cheat bot, you know, and you know that'd be a crappy thing to want to get your cells off of. I don't know. Cause see, then that kind of just sounds bad. Then if everybody just did that, and usually when you do campaigns, you know, other than the fun of just doing it, 2 more saber cats left here. You know, there has to be some sort of purposeful reward for playing that mode. You know, otherwise people don't care. You know, I think the reward's okay. And on the flip side, this is a single player mode. It takes away from the multiplayer aspect of this game. So maybe they don't want to put too much focus on this. I don't know. It has to be for the fun of it, really. But I think, as you know, yeah, you could, you know, maybe buy a robot in the factory that could beat these modes really easily. But if you want to enjoy the game, like I say, this is more about fun. I think what's important is that you build whatever you like to build, to defeat this mode in. It's extremely important that you don't brag that you beat bronze. I've already seen people in chat bragging about this, and it's just kind of silly, okay? It is bronze, okay? And these modes aren't hard. But the idea behind them is neat. You know, and if it wasn't for this stage here, you know, a flyer would be perfect. You just bomb all your enemies. Those arrow flak cannons are no joke. And I can't keep them down. They keep I can't get the... I had them both without cannons. Now that cannon's healing back. I'm like, please don't go back. Now I gotta get this cannon again. And then that cannon healed back. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I can't do this. I gotta get them away. I gotta separate them or something. I'm starting to think. Or I need to get further away and get to where I can just target. No! That's a nightmare to occur there. You don't want to get off the ground. Well, like I said, if it wasn't for this stage, it would seem like this was the perfect robot. But this stage here makes it a little more difficult. There might be better ways of handling this than what I've done here. But still, it seems like a drone is a fun enough way to handle this mode. It's still fun and challenging, especially this little section here. This is the more challenging part as far as playing a drone in this mode. Don't get off the ground. We're done. We have no way of thrusting out of this and staying on the ground. Am I? No. I could almost get away. I'm so close. Oh. So we used the life. But I think we learned an important lesson there. We just need to destroy them one at a time and just take them out. This is, if we don't, they are going to take me out. I need to try to just get away too. They're naturally doing it on their own. We still need to focus on that. Alright. Yes, finally. Feels like something's going my way here. And I'm healing. And I'm healing. Alright. So yeah, what I'm saying is, you know, come here, flying an X-Wing fighter or an AT-AT or, you know, do stuff, you know. Build your favorite art bots and do them that way. Then maybe you can brag a little bit, you know. But the difficulty modes do seem to have some difficulty to them. You know. They seem to be a little more powerful, and as you go up in the modes. And you don't seem to get as much health boost or something. It's like they adjust for all that. I don't know what's changing. Maybe it's when enemies' weapon damage. Here I am doing a talk show on this, and I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's just a sense I got as I was playing it. I have not read notes on exactly how this damage system works. Terrible person. Like I say, you know, but I always like to just play modes myself, you know, and know firsthand how it feels, you know, not... It's like they got smarter here at the end. It's like they know. They're AI, but they know. They want to get me in that crossfire. I'm like, dadgummit. I went for the trap anyway, because it's like they'll wait for the eternity to get me to do it. The computer. Don't matter. I'm gonna try to. My plan was to whip around. And it didn't. They moved differently than I expected them to. They just kind of went. different ways. Oh, okay. I do like getting them from above. But I can't be off the ground. Can I get two? Yeah, I need to just go over there and do this. Just need to end this. It's not like they do that much damage. I feel like, you know, they aim better or something if I got too close. I don't know. The cannon, they look so much more threatening than they are. Well, I mean, when you're on the ground, they're not very threatening. But you get off the ground, it's a different story. But I'm saying the blast looks so big. The laser, the light, you know what I'm talking about. The bullets, I don't know. Alright, let's get this one guy trying to trick me. You want me to fly over things? I'm doing it. Just taking you out and then I'm done. Weapon energy kind of sucks. One day, we'll be done with the rhinos. Slow ride. I mean, realistically, these aren't bad for tank robots. If they had a secondary weapon like lasers or something, those wouldn't be bad little builds. I really don't like tank tracks, though. Used to. A long time ago. Now, I already know that this mode's a nightmare. And that the trick is not to let them swarm. They call them swarmer bots for a reason. You get too many of them on you, it's a nightmare. You're gonna take some damage. Like I say, the trick is get them in small numbers. Try to get them in singles if you can. These guys aren't bad though. You can get them. Just don't let them swarm you. Much easier in bronze mode too, I know. This wasn't my first match in this, as I told you before. So I kind of knew how to best deal with these. I'll show you some outtakes. Make sure you watch the end, man. You'll see some of the craziness. I tried doing some different things. I tried taking the Enterprise out here. And, the problem with the Enterprise, I don't know what happened. Somehow if they got enough of my, they hit me enough from underneath, or hit enough of my flight stuff somehow, that I would just start falling out of the sky, and then it would just be over. That kept happening with those shotguns too, oh my gosh. That was so crazy. But yeah. Some of our bots aren't really suited. I tried to do some different robots, and there's some outtakes in the end of this. There we go. Wave 4, and we are fighting ninjas. Ninja. Now, actually, before this, in the other matches, I had not gotten to the stage. So this was actually the first time. This is actually the first time I had gotten to the stage like this, where I'm actually fighting the fourth wave. The other matches I didn't get to the fourth wave because they were bad robots. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. There's some robots you're not going to see. I'm not uploading every little match of every detail I did because some things are just bad ideas, people. I have bad ideas. Sometimes I have good ideas and sometimes I have bad ideas. This. Yeah. I thought, well, maybe it is, you know what? They are Teslas. Let's get them to clump together. Let's just get them all right here in the middle. Ninjas! Because plasma splash damage, you know, and there's something else they fixed. So it's like, yay. Got a little too close there. It's okay though. They don't seem to know what they're not very good at ninjing. I imagine though, if you were a ground bot and all these things kept running into you, it would be a nightmare. I would like to get to this stage. Some stages I'd like to just try out individually. Man, if you could do that in custom games and say, can I play against 20 ninjas? I just want to play against 20 ninjas. That'd be something. Just to do it just for the fun of it. You know, not have to go through a whole campaign to get to this one stage. And then try out some different types of robots. Make a super ninja. Go against all the little ninjas. I like this. The idea of campaigns modes and what they're doing just opens up a lot of possibilities. I mean, it seems like there should be some sort of different type of reward system, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know, it would have to be something meaningful, like, you know? You know what I would like to see for a campaign mode? Is a cooperative campaign mode. Where it took 2 or 3 robots working together. Like, you need 1 flyer, 1 healer, and 1 ground guy or something, you know? And those were the requirements for the match. That everybody had to have those movements. Something. Man, it would be difficult, I understand. Maybe if they were forced to play certain robots. Like, they had selected, and then whoever selected whatever robot, it would darken it. And then that was it. They'd have to play those specific robots. Like, there'd be a picture of robots. I'd have to... You know what? This is a whole different video. That's for another time. We're going to see this boss now. It's boss time. Defeat the boss. I gonna defeat the boss. Because I's from the South. Everybody thinks I talk like this anyway. It's a good accent. I like to play with that accent. You know, I get to do it because I'm Southern. I talk like that. It comes too natural. It's spooky. Alright. I've saw people in chat talking about this guy already. And they say he fires missiles without missile lock. And this is by design, people. This is not by accident. They were well aware that this is how he worked. He's locked. He just fires. The missiles aren't locked. But I mean, every time he fires a missile, it seems like it's headed right at you. You just get to be constantly moving. That's the trick. is to be constantly shifting your direction slightly. You can constantly be facing right at us, firing missiles right at you, it seems like. Ooh. See, this drone can take some damage, but... Y'all didn't know I could build drones. I can't believe this drone still worked. That's what was blowing me away. I was like, how's this drone even working? I mean, it just uses the regular cubes and whatnot, or some light cubes. It's nothing really complicated. And use some rods to stick the weapons out, you know? But this balance of thrusters is just so good. And having the independently connected rudders in the back, you know? So that if one got shut off, the other one worked. It's a really good build. People don't care though. Everybody thinks they were the inventor of the drone or this and that. I doubt anybody. Who knows? I understand how people want to claim their designs as intellectual property, but you'll be shocked to find out that you're not the only one who's had these ideas. There are original ideas from time to time, but most ideas these days are just improved upon ideas of somebody else's idea. At least in Robocraft, I mean, as far as build ideas go. No whole lot of original ideas left anymore, probably. Maybe. We always discover new metas. They happen every time they've changed something. You know, my suspicion will be that the next meta thing will be plasma, since they fix plasma splash. And it could possibly be something to do with hovers, too, because they fixed hovers. You know, the way sometimes they would spawn in upside down and flip and do crazy stuff. So then they supposedly fixed this. We'll see. We're right here. Alright. Here we go. Any day now. Any second. There's so much CPU and I'm not getting direct hits. That was better. Stop doing that, guy. What is... Not much of a nightmare. So yeah, we beat that, no. Two guys. Wasn't bad. I'm not proud of it. Maybe try to do more gold mode or silver mode. I wanted to try to do something different. I had this other brawl bot that was called Laws from Above. And I kind of wanted to see what this bot is. This is stupid. I know. But I'm going to tell you what it is. It's another Tesla Blade bot. But it's got a helium balloon on the top of it. So if something got enough damage on the bottom, I would have at least 25% or 30% of my robot left on top of it. So theoretically, I would float away if I had any problems with shotguns here. That was my thought. But this was for a brawl where we would ram each other with Teslas and then I would float away. I wasn't the original person with this idea, by the way. Somebody else had this idea. I just built it better. It's really fun, you know. Because what the trick was is that what they weren't doing was they weren't getting enough CPU in the balloon part. And somebody else will probably see this and they're going to improve on my idea. That's why I say it's not like anybody ever comes up with the meta. Every idea is improvement 90% of the time on somebody else's idea or something else. I was not expecting this to work so well. He's very hard to steer. Never a fan of tank treads. Never really much of a fan of them. It seems to go fine once you get it going, and it's going. That balloon on top, though, oh man, it makes it hard to. Makes it kind of wonky. And it's a literal balloon because you see I have helium blocks in it. It does float. If I get the bottom of this craft destroyed, it will float away. Watch. Now we're gonna try to crush. We're gonna try to land on this. Oh, and it did not happen. But look at me go. Look at me go. Look at me go. Bye, guys. I'll see you later. I'm flying away. Oh no. Okay, so let's see if we could crash. Let's see if we could swing into him. Can we crush him? If I don't, this could happen for a very long time. Unless they shoot the balloon, that's the other thing. Oh man, he like walked into it. That's good. I like it when they self-hurt themselves. They help me out here, make things a little quicker. So yeah. Maybe that's supposed to be an eyeball on the top there. You might still, I think I have this up at the shop. If it's not, I'll double check. Try to make sure all of the bots from this video are in the shop today when you search my name. What I'm trying to do is still stay with that strategy of not taking on more than one or two at a time. I really just want to take on one at a time, which is the best way, but it's AI, so what do you do? Trick is to get that shotgun first, which is basically blow up the front part of the robot and try to bump into the other half. This thing does not control the best. Fortunately, they're just kind of running into me some. And that helps. But that's also, for me, that's part of the challenge. It's not how fast can I beat this batch. It's just sometimes can I do it with the crappy art bot or this and that or with this silly idea. And then that becomes a challenge. And it's got its own difficulty setting in the way you build. You know? You understand what I'm saying, people. Because sometimes it's funner to build a giant R2-D2 and feel like you're doing something as R2-D2 or a BB-8 or whatever you want to build. If you want to drive around in a Lamborghini, you know? Take people out in a Lamborghini. Fun to build kind of crazy bots that, you know, that ordinarily in this game you can do that other games. It's not like you can just get those things because they're licensed things, or you'd have to pay money for those things and this and that. In this game you can just create those things, or half the time find those popular type of robots in the factory. You see the flames? I just wanted him to die. There he goes. There he goes. Good rhino. Go pet the rhino, mommy. Pet the rhino. Sure, honey, you go pet the rhino. Oh, mommy, he's so soft. So soft and squishy, mommy. I like to pet the rhino. Oh, honey, oh, you hurt him. It's okay, mom. I don't know what I'm talking about. don't know. I don't see this is the problem that you're gonna run into when you get into my longer videos. I talk some nonsense. It's been known to happen. I'm either getting quiet, not talking at all, or talking nonsense sometimes in my videos. Sometimes it's better to just sit back and listen to some of the music I'll play. Oh no. Oh no. That was terrible. Okay. So we have a problem in this mode now. New problem. New nightmare problem. Because by design, I can float away on that top piece. There's enough CPU. And if I float away, Aeroflak gets me. If they destroy enough of my body, I will float away. This is a problem. Wait, there's only 2 enemies remaining. I shouldn't be so scared. I lost one guy. One guy. Now he's hitting the balloon. Good. I don't want to hit. See, earlier, that match you saw earlier was after this match. And these comments are added after the fact. Some comments that I have are from during matches, and I just edit all this together. But the commentary right now is added after the fact. And this is kind of like the end of the close to the end of the video where I start adding my own commentary and background talk about stuff. But these are the Swarmer boss we saw in the earlier match. And that was the first time this was the first time I'd gotten to this stage. It was with this robot. Being silly. I didn't know this robot would get this boss. I did not know that I was going to be facing this. It probably could be done if this spot had more control to it. So I don't want to discourage anybody. I don't even remember how I built this. That's horrible. I don't. It's terrible. I kept getting stuck right there. So every time, basically, I kept respawning right here, and they swarming. This is what they do.